Nick Avocado, we're back at it after a couple-day break as I got burnt out from the series. I'm back at it. So Nick's retort to Stephanie. Now, Stephanie's video is difficult because a lot of it's based off of personal experience and emotional reaction. And, well, I'm not saying there's anything intrinsically bad about that. It isn't solid evidence, but okay. So, well, with Stephanie's video, Nick had to respond, and he dug himself into a hole, but he had to use a shovel to get there. So let's discuss that shovel. Now, if you're making a response video, I think I've already done one of these. You can have your video have one of 2 points: your point being justified, or the other person's point being unjustified. Now, making your point justified is a lot easier, but making the other other person's point unjustified is more difficult because, well, how do you prove when you're in hot water? How do you prove that someone's point is unjustified? So, I want you to go play a game. If anybody watches this, write down in the comments which do you think Nick went, making his video justified or making it unjustified, or making Stephanie's video unjustified. So in Nick's video, that's 1 hour 30 minutes. I need a gun. Oh my god, I shouldn't have said that to him. Well, Nick, well, I'll tell you which strategy Nick does. Okay. Nick retorts Stephanie's points, but not normally. It wasn't his why I'm not going to be vegan Nick. So, Nick makes a mistake. So, let's just go over this. Please help. Open my notes. Okay, so Nick's first mistake was, he removed evidence, he removed some of the evidence that he brought up out of context. Kind of like the Trisha Paytas, drama. So Nick starts his video with the pictures in his house, and well, this is weird, because, in Stephanie's video, it's basically last. Maybe it's because Nick just wanted to go start out strong and slowly diminish. I don't know. Okay, roll Nick.
No excuse to be taking photos of someone's home without their permission. Why would you be taking photos? That's creepy, that's stalkerish. Are you dangerous? Are you going to break in and steal a lamp? Are they going to leak or act? Like, why would you take photos? And in Stephanie's
Wonder why?
Stephanie's video, she said that she had gone to the bathroom, she used the restroom, and when she came back, she had checked the security footage to see that I was taking photos of her house without her knowledge. And therefore, it made her question her safety, the overall peace of mind in her home, and that's a lie.
How's it a lie, Nick?
It's 100% a lie. But even that...
How? So she caught my side when he said, well, you checked the security camera footage after, she came out of the bathroom. No. I think if I remember correctly, it was after you said you had audio clips, and she looked back to make sure you hadn't recorded her illegally and found that. And I don't fully remember, so take that with a grain of salt. But I think that is why she checked it, and it wasn't after she came out of the bathroom, because why would she check the security camera footage every time she's out of the bathroom? So yeah. While I sat through torture, I watched my own video. Yeah, I'm correct. Now, what Nick does is defend his intent right here. So, roll clip.
She's claiming that I was taking photos for an odd reason that she has no idea what it was for.
Well, Nick, what's the reason?
And that's what made her feel unsafe. But she was sitting right there as I took a photo, watching me.
Yeah, that's some pretty serious information Stephanie should have brought up. But instead she didn't. Instead, she showed us security cam footage of you alone, taking out your phone and looking at stuff. And, well, we don't get any audio because California's a two-party consent system. And, well, we obviously can't really, see what they were talking about, but, we can see you taking pictures or taking video of Stephanie's house unattended. Now, despite Stephanie's DMs that show anxiety, are you doing that interview? Hey, I was approached, but I turned it down. Are you doing it? I turned it down today too. Too invasive of my home and potential safety issues, and the neighbors would have a field day with the camera crew trucks outside. But yeah, I don't know what the level paranoid I was feeling, so I better knowing I'm not alone. Lol. So yeah. So from the DMs, we can automatically establish she doesn't really like cameras, invasion of privacy. Like, let's see. Oh yeah, taking photos unattended. I'm kind of harping on Nick here. So, since Nick removed context and just said, "Oh, look at this, and I do this too," but I try to keep as much context in, and if anybody says, "Oh, hey, you missed this," and I see it, I will gladly admit my mistake if I can actually, find, oh yeah, I definitely did that. If it's like, okay, but I can't really find anything credible, yeah, no. And I do count other publications like CNN credible sometimes, as long as they're not, covering the Steele dossier or I'm making this too political, but since Nick removed context from this, it seems mean-spirited and only to gain and to hurt Stephanie by calling her a liar to establish that she's a liar. But she has this evidence which you completely ignore. Then, he shows a picture of Stephanie and some
She's
lights.
saying here is so incriminating. She's making it look like I did something without her knowledge that therefore threatened her peace of mind or implied the overall safety of her home was in jeopardy. Stephanie, you painted the stage for your viewers that you had no idea I was taking photos, and that was the reason you're questioning her safety.
So, again, the image shows lighting and Stephanie looking directly at the camera.
That's the only thing you supposedly had on me.
Was it really?
But, Nick, it's the only thing she had on you. I don't think it was. In fact, if you watch the video, I definitely don't think it was the only thing she had on you. And then he goes, a full cynic, and roll clip.
And you knew that probably wasn't enough to emotionally sway everybody.
Accusing people of emotionally swaying people is pretty rich, Nick. I mean, you should look at some of your content.
Which is why you made half of your video discussing sexual assault, PTSD, the Me Too movement, all of which
Let me see. Oh, yeah. What was that? Oh, yes, removed out of context. Thanks, Nick.
have nothing to do with our collaboration. It is so.
Except it does. Because Stephanie feels like you abuse some of those things to manipulate her. almost like Nick, you're taking things out of context and lying or spread using misinformation is probably better to gain, almost like you're accusing Stephanie of doing.
It's so ethically wrong to insinuate that I was taking photos while you were in the bathroom, and you had no idea as
What about that security footage, Nick?
to why that was the case. That is deliberate manipulation in order to sell a story. Now,
So, Nick, why were you taking photos? That would be very nice to know. Now, the exaggeration that Nick says is, oh, PTSD, Me Too movement, right? Is about half is a deliberate exaggeration, but the entire video wasn't about what you did. It was about how she interpreted what you did through things like, I don't know, her being sexually assaulted. So, Nick, you cannot say it's completely irrelevant because she draws connections between your behavior and the behavior of the person who sexually assaulted her. Now, she's not saying you sexually assaulted her if you ever create a straw man, but it is drawing similarities between you and the person, which is a fair argument. It's a fair argument. And she then, and also Stephanie states that it's information that she said to Nick. And with this, according to Stephanie, shows your insensitiveness about the subject, and you're making her uncomfortable. So, the video is just as much as about her reaction as it is to your behavior. And making a statement otherwise is, blatantly false. I mean, even if you didn't watch the video, why are you even making a response, Nick? So either A, you didn't watch the video and you just had like a comment or summarize the video, or you're being manipulative by leaving out context, and shifting the points.
Wasn't looking around for suspicious things. I was admiring her furniture, admiring her, and she says I don't have fancy light fixtures. I'm sorry, that's the first house I've been in that looks like that. This is a multi-million-dollar home. I was impressed. I was happy for you, and I think
so. Fancy light fixtures, in my opinion, does not require multiple pictures. Now, while you may be impressed and just take one picture, you present multiple pictures of mediocre lights. I mean, well, yes, one of them looks pretty fancy. You show lights in various different rooms without Stephanie's permission. In other words, you explored the house without Stephanie's knowledge, taking pictures. Now, that sounds extremely suspicious, and again, Stephanie has a fair point to make.
I think you were happy to show it off to me. That shouldn't be used as material as to why you felt threatened by me. Absolutely not. Now,
so, Nick, you know what? I just need to go gather my thoughts. Okay, thoughts are gathered now, and Stephanie pulled a Nick, more specifically in the Veronica Wang and Trisha Paytas department. Go in with some heavy evidence, right? Then show that you tried to deal with this professionally, but it just wouldn't resolve itself. Then show the mindset that you had to do to even get through this. And, well, that's pretty similar to what I described for Nick's formula for making response videos. Let's continue.
You lie about something like that. I don't understand. Why would you lie about it? I even took a selfie. Look at me. And I sent it to my husband. Oh, and let me play you what I sent to my husband. Here's a screenshot of Orlin watching us do the house tour. Look, I'm literally pointing toward the couch. This is innocent stuff. This was like fellowship. This was conversation. Oh, look at my house. Look at my sofa. Where's it from? Oh, it's beautiful. Orlin says, oh, I love it. We are YouTubers too. It's not like I'm the milkman coming to rob a lamb from her. That's the thing.
So, Nick, well, according to Stephanie, Jesus, God, I need to go gather my thoughts again. Okay, the reason why this point doesn't land is because it just feels so out of context, not trying to rebut Stephanie's point, or trying to defend himself, but trying to do some of both, saying, oh, wow, look at Stephanie, this was unjustified, but let me go turn around and tell you why I did it. But let me do it in such a tone. It just feels off. I mean, it's just odd. So, in conclusion for this video, his paraphrasing is substandard. His evidence is meh. And, well, in the end, Nick does a little bit of self-incriminating, but that's in the next video.